Can you feel that? No. Really? Can you feel it? Not just the subtle shift in the air or the odd restlessness you've been brushing off all day, but something deeper, something resonating from the earth itself, vibrating through your feet, humming in your bones, and echoing in the farthest reaches of your soul. This isn't your imagination. You didn't just wake up moody or off-kilter for no reason. Something massive just stirred beneath our feet, and its ripple is reaching every corner of our inner world. The earth just let out a roar, a cosmic cry that shattered the silence of the unseen world. And not in chaos, but in awakening. It was as if the planet took a deep, resonant breath and exhaled truth. The Schumann Resonance, the heartbeat of our Earth, has surged, spiking to a jaw-dropping power 83. For those who aren't familiar, this isn't just a number. This is the frequency of Earth's electromagnetic pulse going into overdrive. And when that happens, the energetic field we live in doesn't just change, it transforms. It doesn't ask for permission. It simply calls, and those who are tuned in, who are sensitive, who have felt the whisperings of something greater moving through them, they know. You might be wondering why you've been feeling so out of sorts lately, why your sleep's been scattered, your emotions have felt like a wild river, why certain memories have surfaced from nowhere, or why your body feels like it's buzzing one moment and completely drained the next. You might have even chalked it up to stress, or poor sleep, or one of 100 little life disruptions. But deep down, a question has been nudging you. Why do I feel so different today? Let's take a breath together. Right here, right now. Inhale, slowly, exhale, drop into yourself. This is more than just a bad day or strange weather. What you're feeling is a soul-level shift, a sacred stirring, a divine alert, echoing from the heart of the earth straight into your being. You are not imagining this. The earth itself is calling, and it's calling you. This isn't just a scientific anomaly, it's a spiritual transmission, encoded in vibration, delivered in frequency, designed not just to be heard with your ears, but felt with your entire being. This is resonance as revelation. This is the earth activating memory, sacred memory, deep within your DNA. She's reminding you of something, of who you are, of what you came here to do. You didn't find this video by accident. If the number 83 hits something deep inside you, if this message stirs that ache in your chest that says, yes, this is it, then you are being called. So breathe again, ground yourself, and stay close, because we're about to go deep. If this is resonating with your soul already, leave a comment below with 83 so we know we're not alone in this wave. And be sure to subscribe. This is just the beginning of the awakening, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. So now that we've felt the roar, let's take a breath and ask, what exactly is it that we're feeling? What is this invisible force that's been stirring our sleep, tugging at our emotions, and awakening something ancient within us? It's called the Schumann Resonance. And while it might sound like something pulled from a dusty science book, it's actually one of the most mystical, mysterious, and powerful rhythms pulsing through our lives right now. Picture this. Between the Earth's crust and the sky, specifically the layer we call the ionosphere, there's this natural electromagnetic cavity. And within that space, the Earth generates a continuous frequency, a gentle pulsing wave of energy, like a planetary heartbeat. That's the Schumann Resonance. It's not man-made, it's not artificial. It's a natural vibration that's been echoing quietly in the background since long before we were born. In fact, many consider it the Earth's original song. For a long time, this frequency held pretty steady, hovering around 7.83 Hz, a quiet but constant hum beneath everything we do. It's like the bass note of a cosmic symphony, so stable it often goes unnoticed. But lately, that hum has turned into a roar. In recent years, scientists and spiritual seekers alike have noticed something stunning. These pulses are no longer quiet or predictable. They're spiking, shifting, surging like never before. And today, it's surged to power 83. To put that in perspective, this isn't just a flicker on a monitor. It's like the Earth's energy has gone from a soft lullaby to a full-blown symphony, loud, powerful, and impossible to ignore. It's as if our planet is no longer whispering. She's singing, and she's doing it at full volume. Now here's where science meets spirit in a way that takes your breath away. Because while scientists might measure this in hertz and waves, mystics and ancient wisdom keepers hear something deeper. They don't just hear a sound, they feel a calling. Many believe these rising frequencies are more than just electrical anomalies. They're spiritual activations, invitations, cosmic signals designed to wake us up at the deepest level of our being. You see, your body isn't separate from the Earth. You are made of her. You are part of this symphony. And when the frequency of the Earth shifts, your own energetic system, your thoughts, your emotions, your cellular structure feels it. That's why these spikes in the Schumann Resonance often line up with powerful inner shifts in humanity. Times of collective awakening, moments of emotional intensity, breakthroughs in consciousness that ripple through the human spirit. There are those who believe, and maybe you're one of them, that these surges are literally helping to activate dormant strands of DNA, that they're shaking loose generations of old karmic energy, clearing out ancestral pain, and making space for higher awareness. They see it not just as a planetary pulse, but as a divine recalibration. It's not just noise, it's evolution, a vibrational push that urges us to rise, to open, to let go of what no longer serves. When the Earth pulses this powerfully, it doesn't just move the atmosphere, it moves us. It reminds us that we are not here to remain asleep. We are here to evolve, to awaken, to step into the truth of who we are with courage and clarity. So yes, the Schumann Resonance is science, but it's also sacred, it's measurable, but it's also mystical. And when it rises like this, when the Earth sings this loudly, it means something big is unfolding. Something that affects not just the outer world, but your inner world. Something that reminds you are vibrational, you are connected, and you are being called. Because this is more than a planetary event. It's a soul event, and you're not just watching it happen, you're a part of it. Let's drop in a little deeper now, because by this point, maybe your heart is already whispering, yes. This explains so much. Maybe you've been feeling things lately that you couldn't quite name, experiences that felt too strange or too intense to talk about openly. You've been riding waves, sometimes high and wild, other times low and shadowy. And maybe part of you has been wondering, what's happening to me? Why am I suddenly so emotional? Why does everything feel like it's shifting under my feet, even when nothing in the outer world has changed? And the truth is, it is shifting, just not in a way the eye can see. When the Schumann resonance spikes like this, when the Earth's vibration rises with such force, it doesn't just shift electromagnetic fields, it stirs the human soul. It opens doorways between what was buried and what is ready to emerge. It shines a light into places we've long kept hidden and says, it's time. It's time to feel, to release, to rise. So if you've been feeling waves of emotion crashing over you out of nowhere, grief, rage, tenderness, pure joy, deep sadness, you are not alone. And more importantly, you are not crazy. You are not broken. What you're feeling is the Earth's energy moving through you, waking up the parts of your being that have been holding onto old wounds, old beliefs, old density. The frequency is flushing out what doesn't belong anymore, like a tide washing clean the shoreline of your soul. And it's not just emotional. This awakening runs through the body too. You might feel it as dizziness that makes no sense, waves of fatigue that knock you out even after a full night's sleep, or a buzzing restlessness that won't let you sit still. Maybe your ears have been ringing, or your heart has been fluttering without explanation. Maybe your appetite is all over the place, or your usual rhythms feel completely upside down. These are not symptoms of sickness. They're symptoms of realignment. Think of it like an energetic detox. When the body releases toxins, we feel it: headaches, heat, shakiness. And when the soul begins to release what it's held for lifetimes, fear, grief, judgment, shame, we feel that too. These physical sensations aren't punishments. They're proof that something is shifting, something is healing. Your system is recalibrating itself to match a higher frequency. The old ways of being, contracted, afraid, limited, can't exist at this level of light. So your body is helping you let go. And yes, sometimes that letting go feels uncomfortable, but it's sacred, it's powerful, and it's necessary. You may have also noticed time feeling strange. Maybe the days blur together, maybe hours pass like minutes, or minutes stretch out endlessly. You might feel completely detached from the clock, like linear time no longer applies to you. That's because it doesn't. Not anymore. As you rise in frequency, you step into what mystics have always known. Time isn't fixed. It's fluid. And when you begin to align with your higher self, your awareness expands beyond the ticking of the clock into the timeless space where synchronicity lives. You've probably already seen it. Those moments when the right person texts just as you're thinking of them. When a number keeps showing up everywhere you look. When your dreams feel more vivid than real life. Or you say something out loud and instantly get confirmation from the universe. This isn't coincidence. This is alignment. These are signs that you are waking up to your true nature, connected, intuitive, deeply loved, and fully guided. And those dreams? They're no accident either. Lately, so many of us have been receiving messages in our sleep, strange symbols, deep conversations, scenes from other times and other lives. Sometimes they feel like memories. Sometimes they feel like premonitions. Either way, they're not just dreams. They're downloads. They're transmissions from your soul, speaking in the language of the subconscious, because that's where your ancient wisdom lives. Your spirit knows more than your mind remembers. And in the quiet space of sleep, when the noise fades, that wisdom rises. So if you've been waking up with your heart pounding, your mind racing, or tears in your eyes from something you can't quite explain, trust that. Don't dismiss it. You're not losing it. You're receiving. You're opening. You're being given a glimpse beyond the veil. Even moments of déjà vu, those little flickers when you feel like you've been here before, like you're reliving something, are part of this awakening. They're echoes from your soul's journey, surfacing as reminders that you're not lost. You're exactly where you're meant to be. These flickers are breadcrumbs left by your higher self, pointing you toward remembrance. And I know, some days, this can feel overwhelming. It can feel like too much, like the world is spinning, and your feet aren't quite touching the ground. But in those moments, please remember this. You're not being torn apart. You're being rewoven. You're not breaking down. You're breaking through. This isn't a malfunction. It's a metamorphosis. The truth is, you were never meant to stay small, dimmed, or disconnected. You were made to carry light. And that light is expanding now, so quickly, so brightly, that anything which doesn't match its frequency is being shaken loose. You're releasing timelines. You're letting go of old identities, ancestral patterns, karmic loops. You are shedding the weight of stories that were never yours to carry. And while it might feel like chaos at times, underneath it all is something so beautiful: rebirth. So offer yourself grace. Hold yourself with tenderness. Let the tears come if they need to. Let the laughter rise without needing to understand it. You don't have to explain this to anyone. You don't even have to fully understand it yourself. You just have to feel it and trust that what you're feeling is the realest thing of all. You are not broken. You're being rebuilt by light. And I promise you, on the other side of this shift is a version of you that is clearer, freer, more aligned, and more alive than you've ever imagined. This energy is not here to hurt you. It's here to help you remember the truth of who you are beneath all the noise, all the programming, all the fear. You are not just a body. You are not just a mind. You are a soul on fire with divine purpose. And the earth feels that. She sees that. She's roaring not just to wake you, but to welcome you back home. Let's go deeper into the heart of this moment, because not every energetic spike carries the same weight. Not every shift feels like this. The surge we're experiencing right now isn't just another tremor in the background of the planet's pulse. It's different. It's louder, heavier, more immediate. It's not a whisper that brushes against the edges of your awareness. It's a roar that fills your whole being, vibrating through your thoughts, your emotions, your nervous system, your very sense of self. This Power 83 surge isn't subtle. It's not here to gently nudge you awake. It's here to shake you free. And yes, it can feel intense, because it is intense. This isn't a gentle reminder. It's a cosmic jolt. A moment when the earth, the cosmos, your higher self, and every divine force that loves you come together and say, it's time. It's time to rise, to remember, to realign. Think of it like this. Imagine your soul is a finely tuned instrument, and this surge is a massive tuning fork from the universe itself, striking at full force. That vibration goes right through you, not to break you, but to help you resonate more clearly, more authentically, more truthfully than you ever have before. And in that process, anything that's out of tune, anything that's false, outdated, or out of alignment, starts to unravel. You may feel like you're coming apart, but what's really happening is that you're coming online. These frequencies don't arrive randomly. They don't just pulse for the sake of novelty or spectacle. They come when it's time for transformation. When the pressure has built so much in our personal lives, in our collective consciousness, in the energetic fabric of the world, that the only path forward is through the fire of awakening. That's what this surge is, a spiritual fire, not one that burns you, but one that forges you, that purifies you, that refines you into something stronger, clearer, more deeply aligned with the frequency of your truth. And yes, pressure is part of that process, because transformation always comes with tension. The caterpillar doesn't become the butterfly by staying comfortable. The seed doesn't bloom into a tree without breaking open. And right now, that's what this energy is asking of you. Are you willing to break open to something greater? And if it feels like life has been bringing you to your knees lately, emotionally, spiritually, even physically, it might be because this is your threshold moment. The place where everything old starts to fall away, not as a loss, but as a sacred clearing, a sacred invitation. Because what's coming in is light, clarity, power, purpose. These high-frequency surges are often accompanied by a thinning of the veil between the world you see and the realms you feel. The 3D physical world might look the same, but something is shifting underneath. You may find yourself sensing more than usual, knowing things before they happen, feeling more connected to nature, to animals, to people's energy. You may feel like you're walking between worlds, half here, half somewhere else. You're not going crazy, you're expanding. You're crossing the bridge into higher awareness. This is the energy of awakening accelerating, not just globally, but personally, uniquely, intimately for you. And yes, it can feel disorienting. The part of you that's grown, used to surviving, to navigating the world with your guard up, may feel vulnerable or exposed. But that's because this frequency doesn't support masks. It doesn't support illusions. It invites the raw, real version of you to step forward, the one who remembers why you came here, the one who carries ancient wisdom in your cells, the one who knows that this isn't just another Monday or Tuesday or ordinary day. It's a soul-level turning point. You don't have to do anything to earn this moment. You don't have to be perfect or ready or enlightened to feel this surge moving through you. You only have to be willing to feel, willing to let go, willing to trust that this unraveling is not an end, it's a beginning. Because the truth is, your soul has been preparing for this for lifetimes. You didn't just happen to be here now. You chose this moment. You chose to be alive during this exact frequency surge because some part of you knew this was the window, this was the door, this was the moment when your awareness would deepen, your light would amplify, and your mission would begin to unfold in ways you could finally see. And as intense as this feels, that intensity is also clarity. It's energy rushing into every space you've outgrown, every limitation you've silently carried. It's here to remind you that you are more than your history. You are more than your trauma. You are more than your fears. You are infinite. You are becoming. You are standing at the edge of a vast inner horizon. And this energy is the wind beneath your wings, urging you to take the leap. So if you feel yourself being pushed, stretched, expanded beyond what you thought you could handle, know this: it's not punishment, it's preparation. The universe is preparing you to hold more light, more wisdom, more love, more truth. It's clearing space so the higher version of you, the version that has been quietly waiting in the wings, can step forward and take the lead. This Power 83 surge isn't just a spike, it's a signal, a cosmic green light saying, go, trust, evolve, fly. Let yourself receive it. Let yourself be moved by it. Even if you don't understand all of it, even if it feels chaotic or confusing, your soul understands. Your energy system understands. And somewhere deep within, you do too. You felt the call. You felt the frequency. And now, the transformation begins. So now that we've felt the roar, now that we've named the current and honored the intensity of this Power 83 surge, what do we do with it? Because let's be honest, knowing is one thing, but being in it, riding that wave, feeling it move through your body, your heart, your nervous system, that's where the work really begins. And that's where the medicine is. Right now, what people are needing more than anything is something sacred and simple. Not more noise, not more pressure to perform, just gentle, grounded ways to return to center. To remember who they are when everything else feels like it's shifting. Because no, you don't need to resist this energy. You don't need to armor up or fight it. You're not meant to shut down or numb out. The truth is, this energy isn't here to harm you. It's here to help you. It's not crashing over you to knock you off course. It's flowing through you to bring you home. So instead of resisting the wave, let it move through you. Let it move through you with presence, with breath, with compassion. Let yourself meet this surge with soft, open awareness. Because when you stop fighting the current, you realize the wave was never your enemy, it was your awakening. And to navigate this awakening with grace, your body and spirit need something to hold on to. Anchors. Earthly, energetic anchors that help you remember that even as the frequency rises, you are safe, you are supported, you are connected. Start with the earth. Start with your feet. One of the most powerful things you can do right now is return to your roots. Literally, walk barefoot on the ground, even for just a few minutes each day. Let the earth hold you. Let her frequencies recalibrate yours. Because the earth isn't just changing. You're part of her, and the more physically connected you are to her, the more easily you'll integrate her shifts. If you're feeling spun out or anxious, work with grounding stones. Black tourmaline, hematite, obsidian. These are more than just pretty rocks. They're ancient tools, encoded with stability, protection, and clarity. Hold one in your hand. Keep it in your pocket. Sleep with it near your heart. Let its energy remind you. You are not floating untethered. You are anchored. You belong. Water, too, is medicine, especially now. Let it cleanse you. Let it carry away what no longer serves. Take intentional showers, imagining the water washing away energy you've absorbed throughout the day. Or better yet, create a simple water ceremony. Light a candle, speak your intention, and place your hands over a bowl of water. Infuse it with your prayer, your willingness to release, to renew. Then pour that water into the earth, offering back what you no longer need with love and reverence. Sound is another sacred ally. The Schumann Resonance hums at 7.83 Hz for a reason. It's the frequency of grounding, of harmony, of life in balance. You can find music and tones online tuned to that vibration. Let it wash over you in meditation. Let it soothe the nervous system. Let it recalibrate your energy field like a cosmic tuning session with the earth herself. These aren't just background sounds, they are spiritual tools, bridges between your scattered thoughts and your eternal center. Meditation doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to silence your mind or levitate. Just sit. Just breathe. Let the breath be your anchor. Let silence be your sanctuary. You can visualize roots growing from your spine into the earth, drawing up her wisdom, her stability, her strength. Or simply breathe and repeat, I am safe, I am grounded, I am light. Even a few minutes a day makes a difference. It invites stillness into the storm. And then, write, journal, let your soul speak in ink. Because right now, you are receiving downloads, subtle insights, dreams, feelings, knowings that are trying to reach your conscious awareness. Don't try to analyze it all, just document it. Let your journal become a portal where your soul leaves breadcrumbs. Track your dreams. Record those strange moments of clarity. Write down what you're feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. Especially if it doesn't make sense. Because later, when the dust settles, you'll look back and see that you weren't confused. You were channeling something sacred. Above all, be kind to yourself. This is not a time for perfection or pressure. This is a time for presence, for trust, for radical self-love. You are not here to have all the answers. You are here to receive what's unfolding with an open heart and a willing spirit. And maybe, just maybe, you're being called to ask a deeper question, one that reaches beyond the symptoms and the science and the tools. What if this surge is not just a fluctuation in energy, but a sacred message? What if this vibration is encoded with a divine invitation, sent not just from the earth, but from the heart of the cosmos, from the soul of creation itself? What if this frequency is asking you to remember the parts of yourself you buried to fit in, to remember the dreams you've silenced, the truths you've dimmed, the gifts you've hidden? What if the earth isn't just roaring? She's reminding you, because the earth doesn't just pulse with power, she pulses with memory, with knowing, with the wisdom of ages. And when her song grows louder, it's because something within you is ready to awaken. This Power 83 surge might be more than just a moment of energy. It might be the moment your mission activates, the moment your soul starts to truly speak again. What are you being called to release? What parts of you are stirring after lifetimes of sleep? What if this isn't chaos, but choreography? What if everything that's rising now is perfectly timed, perfectly guided, perfectly designed to lead you home? This is not an accident. This is not noise. This is a soul signal. It's asking you to remember why you came here, not to stay numb, not to stay in survival, but to rise, to awaken, to align with the deeper rhythm of Gaia herself, the living, breathing spirit of the earth that has always been calling you back to truth. You didn't come here to stay asleep. You came here to rise. You came here to feel. You came here to walk as light in human form. And as this frequency floods in, it's not pushing you away from yourself. It's guiding you back. This isn't an anomaly. This isn't just an energetic blip. This is a return to resonance, a return to remembrance, a return to the you that has always been waiting to emerge. And now is the moment. Now, just pause. Feel that? Beneath the thoughts, beneath the noise, beneath the surge of this moment, there's something steady, something ancient, something that has been holding you all along. The earth has spoken, and if you're still here, still listening, it means some part of you heard her. This is more than information. This is remembrance. And right now, your soul knows exactly what it means. So breathe. Not the surface breath that keeps you surviving, but the deep, sacred breath that brings you home. Inhale as if the earth herself is breathing through you. Exhale as if you're letting go of lifetimes in a single sigh. Because you're not just watching this shift unfold, you are woven into it. You are part of this pulse, this movement, this great awakening. The frequency didn't miss you. It found you. It landed inside your body, your spirit, your sacred awareness, because you were ready. Even if you didn't feel ready, even if you're still not sure what it all means. The truth is, you don't have to understand everything. You just have to be here, to feel, to trust, to allow the light that's rising on this planet to rise within you. And if you've been walking this path in silence, if you've been holding your awakening quietly in your heart, not sure who would understand, let this be your confirmation. You are not alone. There are thousands, millions across this earth right now who are feeling the same stirring, the same call, the same tears for reasons they can't name. You are part of something vast, something real, something holy. And even though your healing is personal, your journey is collective. You are not separate. You are held in this great shift, supported, witnessed, loved. So let yourself rest now. Let your body catch up with your soul. Let your nervous system soften. Let your heart unclench. Let your mind be still for a moment longer than it usually allows. And take these words with you, not just as poetry, but as a living prayer, something you can speak into your mornings, your dreams, your uncertain days. A vibrational anchor you can return to anytime the world feels too loud. Repeat it softly or powerfully. Whisper it, write it, believe it. I am aligned with the heartbeat of the earth. I rise in resonance. I walk in truth, in light, and in love. Let that be your mantra. Let that be your memory. Let that be your medicine. Because the shift you're waiting for, it's not somewhere out there. It's not in the stars. It's not in the sky. It's not in someone else's wisdom. It's within you. It always has been. And now, it's rising. Let it rise. Let yourself rise.